Welcome back to the channel, guys, and thanks for tuning in. I finally got my fairings in for the Ninja 650 Ride Rehab project. We're about to open the box up and find out what kind of quality these OEM parts are that came from Asian-MotoParts.com. Now, for a lot of you guys that watched my previous video, you know I was having a lot of issues with getting fairings for this bike. And thanks to a viewer on my previous video giving me the heads up on this website, I went ahead and splurged and ordered these OEM fairings. So we're going to find out. Let's open them up. Now, these are supposed to be 100% Kawasaki OEM parts. So I did not order every single piece that I needed because I did have a lot of the trim pieces on this bike that were still in good condition. So basically what we have in this box are just the main fairings, the rear pieces, a windscreen. There's seven, I think I ordered 7 parts here. See. Upper, lower, the 2 center sections, the 2 back, yep, that's it. The main uppers, left, right, the center pieces, left and right, the rear tail sections, left and right, and the windscreen. Every other part I had. Well, here we go. Packaging looks good. It's supposed to all be painted. Looks like a main upper cowl section. Now, I really did have an extremely hard time finding anyone that had ABS injection molded fairings for this year model bike. Had several vendors say that they were going to provide me with fairings for doing a unboxing and review. These I paid for out of my pocket. They're supposed to be OEM, exact Kawasaki brand. Okay, you guys got to see it before I did. Man, that looks good. The paint looks nice. Very nice. I don't see any defects. And we flip it around on the back. These actually are marked as Kawasaki with the Kawasaki part numbers. This is injection molded, my friends. This is 100% OEM. This is freaking awesome. I got these for a fraction of the cost of what you can go straight through Kawasaki. Now, keep in mind that the Kawasaki bikes are manufactured and assembled in Thailand, and that's where this website is based out of. Man, that is good, thick ABS plastic. That's awesome. This fairing right here from Kawasaki was like $300 and some. I got it for like 150, 160 some odd dollars. All the pieces that I have here was around $600 shipped to the United States. So that is freaking awesome. That is good thick tabs on this thing too. Oh man. The only thing it's missing is the logos, and of course when you buy anything from Kawasaki, it's all itemized individual parts. And I'm going to put this back in so I don't scratch anything off. Alright, so that was the, I believe, left side. This looks to be my windscreen. Okay, there's the clear acrylic windscreen. Thick, looks good. Has a part number listed on it, which is also a Kawasaki manufacturer's number. Looks to be good quality. Put this back in the plastic. Now I already see on the next pieces here, there is a Kawasaki genuine part sticker right there. And this should be one of the rear sections for the bike. Covered tail, right hand, ebony. Now if you guys will remember, originally this bike was the lime green. If I would have went back with the lime green, I would not have had to order these parts because those were in good shape. The rear pieces, the front fender, that was all in decent shape. Boom. Very nice. And again, it has these stamped Kawasaki numbers on the inside, all injection molded, thick corners, thick tabs. The paint looks great. Man, that's awesome. Very nice. And for the other side, also Kawasaki genuine sticker on it. Has all the part numbers. That is the left hand side. Put this back into its protection here. And this should be one of the center fairing pieces. This joins the front cowl with the lower section. This also has the genuine Kawasaki part sticker with part number. And I'll put a link to this website in the description below, so if anyone's looking for some hard to get bike parts, that is definitely injection molded. The one thing, oh, no, there it is. I was about to say I did not see the part number stamped in, but it's actually right here. It's embossed in. That is all injection molded. That is not cheap thermoformed plastic. That is the real deal. And that is awesome. Okay, this should be the other left hand center cowling. Now the only ones that I did not order were the lower sections because one I already had, which was still in good shape. The other I had to find. Apparently everyone lays these bikes down on the right hand side. It was nearly impossible to find a lower right hand cowl for this bike from any of the salvage or eBay. And the reason I didn't order those from this place is they were as expensive as the main painted fairings. And I'm talking about the lower half cowling. This is the right hand lower side. Goes underneath. It had already been gloss painted. I'm going to paint all of my lower plastics to match. Instead of being the non-painted ABS like this, I'm going to paint everything. So this section fits on somewhere right in this area. Maybe right here like this. And then joins the upper with the lower. But this is the piece I had to get off eBay. And this piece goes somewhere in between. It's going to be fun trying to figure all this out. Putting it all back together now. And for the last piece will be the right hand side fairing. And with this one I will compare my paint job on the tank with the factory black paint job on the fairings. I'll move this stuff out of the way. We'll zoom in and see how close I have the tank painted to match the actual factory fairings. I'm hoping it's close. I'm so excited. You guys don't know how long I have been waiting to get the freaking fairings for this bike. And the fact that someone gave me a link to actual OEM parts, not OEM quality, but OEM parts. Oh man. You can see the Kawasaki part number, injection molded, good heavy duty tabs. I'm going to peel all this off here. Okay, I'm going to slide this stuff out of the way, and then we're going to get a good zoomed up picture. I'm going to hold this fairing up and see how well it matches to the black that I have painted on the bike. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, see if I can get this fairly close here. There you are. There is my paint versus Kawasaki factory paint. Looks pretty close. Looks really good, really close actually. Oh my god, I'm getting so excited. I'm actually going to have this bike finished soon. Now, what I'm going to be doing with the lower cowlings here, I've got some Spray Max 2K black gloss paint. It's actually paint code 202 for Toyota. I found this stuff on eBay. There's a company that will mix up and match the paint. Now, the Toyota 202 just happens to be really close to the factory Kawasaki H8 paint code. Close enough to where you're not really going to see a difference between the lower and the upper part. So I'm going to coat all these plastic, and that's going to be the next few episodes on this series. So I'm going to show you how to prep up and paint all of the fairings and get everything to match. So if you want to do any of your own bike repairs on your fairings or match your own lower cowlings or trim pieces, we're going to go over how to do that. You're going to see how to do it using this high quality pre-mix paint. This stuff is anywhere from $15 to $30 per can, depending where you get it from. This cost me around $16, I believe. And whether or not I need clear coat on this, because that's a two-part paint with a hardener, I'm not really worried about solvents dissolving it because it will be protected. I may not clear coat the lower halves. But there we are, guys. The Asian-MotoParts website actually is legit. It really is OEM parts. So if you're having a hard time finding parts for your motorcycle, just like I was, don't deal with the Chinese knockoff fairing companies like Extreme Fairings. They're extreme failure. Nice cycles, not so nice cycles. Had a lot of bad problems with those guys. Lack of communication, failure to deliver, just on and on and on. And numerous other Chinese knockoff websites, don't even bother with them. These guys are legit. I'm in no way affiliated. I did not get anything from them. I paid for these fairings out of my pocket, and it was well worth the money. I cannot complain. But anyway, guys, I appreciate all the support, and for everyone watching, if you want to learn how to paint and match up your own trim pieces, we're going to be covering that next, along with doing some ride and review, road testing, and tuning with the Bazzaz ZFI. I'm going to show you how to get into the software and do all that stuff. So if that's something you're into, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, ride safe.